So the Season 2 dev stream just ended, and here are a couple of important details coming in the new update of the first Descendant. By the way, if you want to watch the full dev stream, then I will leave the link in the video description below. The first thing that the developers did was show us the official trailer of Season 2 update, and let's watch it first before I'll discuss all the details. As you saw in the trailer, there are new faces, and the most interesting one is the dude, which for me got the vibes of James Heller from Prototype 2, combined with Albert Wesker from the Resident Evil universe. The Descendant is said to be a toxin type, and it somehow resembles the same characteristic as Freyna. Based from what I have seen, the Descendant will have the ability to dash forward and pass through enemies. It can be used as a good movement skill, but it can also inflict acidic decay, which is some sort of a damage over time stacking mechanic, wherein the more acidic decay you inflict, the higher the damage that it will deal. The Descendant will have its own story, and so far, we know that he is part of another special group in Albion called the Hound, created to be deployed in Void Operation missions. Also, the team revealed that we will be getting a story quest for our resident assassin Sharon, and as you might have guessed already, Sharon will be getting an ultimate version in 2s and 2. They also showcased the default ultimate Sharon, and as well as the new skin for the new ultimate Descendant. In addition, the developers revealed that ultimate Sharon will be getting 2 new skill augment modules. The first ultimate skill module is called Area Suppression, and this will enhance Sharon's area of effect abilities. This skill grants the ability that allows Sharon to throw short swords in a 360-degree angle. Also, critical hit will lower the cooldown of this ability, and when you have decent critical hit rate in your Sharon build, then you can most likely spam this new ability for Sharon. The second skill module is called Ambush, and what it does is increase the effectiveness of Sharon's stealth ability. It increases the movement speed and reduces the cooldown of Sharon's abilities while using it when you are hidden. Then if you have killed an enemy while in stealth, then it will reactivate your cloaking, allowing you to be infinitely hidden from enemies. They also introduced a new dungeon in the game called Void, and these dungeons will be available in both normal and hard difficulty. Player must be at least mastery rank 8 to dive into this new dungeon, and this new activity is where you can farm the components to craft the new Descendant Keelan. It will also feature the same mechanics of the 400% infiltration dungeon, but the levels are randomly generated, which means that it will be a different tiles every time you delve into the dungeon. I don't know how much variation the developers plan for this dungeon, but expect just a couple, which makes doing the mission more interesting and somehow give you a different experience every time you delve into the new dungeon. They also showcased the new ultimate beam weapon called Bolt Shot, which is a beam weapon that has chain lightning effect, and they also discussed that in Season 2 they will remove the penalty in Ultimate Descendant upgrade, which means at level 0, and there will be no penalty on the game, but you still need to upgrade it so you will get the full benefit of its unique perk. Then, the fellow we have discussed on their tags before the dev stream was actually the pet system and not a new Descendant, like my dumb guess. The pet system will feature customizable German Shepherd, which you can also interact with. The customization of the pet system is divided into 4 parts, namely the head attachment, body, fur, and torso attachment. In addition, the developers also reveal a couple of awesome-looking skins for the companion. Now, the companion is not only for display, as it will finally have a looting system wherein it will help you pick loot in the mission. However, the team said that the companion might not get all the loot in the ground, as it's also coded to follow the Descendant around. I think one way to fix this is to just give the pet a vacuum feature wherein it just pull all the loot while you are on the go. Another feature that they have discussed is the automated dismantling of looted items, depending on the filter that you have imposed in your loot filter menu. This is really a huge change and one of the best things that the developers ever did with their pet system. The developers also talked further content for Season 2, including the other Descendant named Ines. This is a female Descendant and the partner of Keelan, and based from what I have heard, this Descendant will be an electric type. There were no further details revealed, but expect to know more about this new female Descendant on their next broadcast. They also discussed about another new ultimate weapon called the Hammer and Anvil. This is a unique shotgun with 2 fire mode. The hip fire will be a really shotgun shot that fires a barrage of bullet which will hit multiple enemies in front, while the shot while aiming will trigger the Anvil shot, which allows you to fire projectile one at a time, which explode after a while and send flying buckshots to nearby enemies. Also, the Season 2 update will feature Void Abyss, which is the Void Intercept battles with steroids. Instead of bosses getting a frenzy state, they will have this new feature called Void Reflux mode, wherein the Colossus will display new patterns of attacks and enhanced abilities. During this mode, you must remove and destroy parts to interrupt the Void Reflux mode and revert the Colossus into its normal state. Now, these buffed up Void Intercept battles will lean towards proper build and setup to complete them fast. You will need to mod your weapons with the right attributes to shorten the time spent dealing with these bosses. Currently, only the Swamp Walker and Devourer were shown in the dev stream, but I think all the bosses will get steroid injection in Season 2. Then they have talked about hard mode special operations, which is obviously a harder version of the special operation, but in this new variant, you will face more higher level enemies and named bosses, and then the topography of the level will vary, which gives you a different experience all the time. They also clearly mention that they have no immediate plans on nerfing Freyna, and they will buff other Descendants first and see what they can do to balance Freyna's killing power after they have made several changes to other Descendants. The developers also discussed about the target reward, which has 2 functions. One is the focus strategy system, which will increase the percentage drop rate of a specific item after a couple of fails acquiring it from an amorphous material. Then, there's the high shape stabilizer, will allow you to swap the percent drop chance of items within the amorphous material. If you ask me, this is really a huge improvement when it comes to farming, and this will definitely make farming a lot easier. I will be honest with you and say that I quit farming other ultimate weapons, Luna, and I don't even have ultimate Freyna right now. But with this new system, I might put some effort in farming all the things I am missing in the game. Another huge improvement that they have announced is all about the paint system. In Season 2, we can paint our base Descendant skins, and it's not limited anymore to those skins that we have purchased with premium currency in the shop. In addition, they have said that common premium skins such as these sportswear attire and Void Boss theme skins will be universally available for use on all Descendants once you have purchased it. Then, they have revealed a couple of new awesome skins, and as well as a Christmas event skin and a Lunar New Year skin slated for release in January 2025. Finally, they have also discussed the reactor enhancement system, wherein you can level up your reactor to 5, then increase its usability through giving more option for the weapon mounting. In short, the developers will expand the reactor system to the point wherein you can use it with different weapons. Then, they have mentioned the Void Erosion Control, which is the endgame activity of Season 2, and the new Weapon Core Unleashed system, which is tied to the new endgame activity. They haven't said any detailed views about these things, but they said that they will discuss it further in their next dev stream. And then they have talked about their Season 2 roadmap, which means that they will be releasing the Season 2 content in parts, and not just release all on December 5th. I think that it would be the same as Season 1, but they'll be more careful now on the items that they'll be releasing first and last. The community was not happy when they have found out that the developers split the Season 2 content in 2 parts, and found out that they have to wait for a couple of weeks later to get the good part of Season 1. Nexon did say that they have learned their lesson and is looking to have a food roadmap for their Season 2 release date. So that's all about the important details on the dev stream. For the detailed view, please check out the official broadcast of Nexon, which I have included the link in the video description below. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again in our next video.